Looting is a Minecraft enchantment that adds to the amount of items dropped by a mob when it is killed while looting. For instance, if a pig is killed while looting 2, it can drop up to 2 more pork chops than usual. It also makes wither skulls drop more commonly, supposedly. Knowing this, looting is super helpful for speedrunners. It can make getting pearls and blaze rods easier as well as food. And it's super helpful for the somewhat obscure category known as all bosses. But the idea of how common looting really is stirred my interest while I was grinding 1.17 SSG. If you weren't aware, after trading your gold with the piglins, the strat is to head over to the chest in the Bastion and get a sword that will hopefully have looting on it. I just want to clear this up. I only tested swords in Bastions and Rune Portals because they are the most likely places for speedrunners to find looting swords. I tested 2 different seeds. The SSG seed speedrunners use for 1.16 and 1.17, which is the seed you are watching now, and a random seed I found with a rune portal. I loaded both seeds 20 times, and what I found was pretty interesting, especially with this Bastion. To start, I want to point out that the Minecraft wiki says iron swords that can have enchantments have a 19% chance of spawning in Bastions, and enchanted gold swords have a 20.5% chance of spawning in rune portals. As I previously said, I loaded each seed 20 times. I started with the Bastion. Now to clear this up, in this chest there are 2 different swords. I will name these swords 1 and 2. Sword 1 is the sword I grab in the speedrun, while sword 2 is the other one in the more left corner. What I found was very strange. First off, I never found looting 1 on either of these swords, as well as the sword in the rune portal seed. Another strange thing I found was the sword 2 never once spawned while looting. And although this was strange, it wasn't that surprising, because the only time I ever remember it having looting was in a speedrun I did on stream a little while ago. And what kind of looting did it have? Looting 2. Excuse me, looting 1. This is very perplexing, but I don't have an answer to why this happens. But the sword 1 was different. I found looting 2 4 different times and looting 3 once. So if my math is correct, there is a 1 in 4 chance of finding looting on number 1. But sword 2, by this math, has a 0% chance of spawning, which I know is incorrect because I have found looting on it before. Alright, now it's time to share what I found with the rune portal. I found both looting 2 and looting 3 twice, so this should be a 1 in 5 chance of getting looting. This is kind of what I expected, so not much interesting there. Real quick, I want to say that all my tests were done in 1.17, where the loot tables are set. By this I mean Bastions will always have the same loot, same goes for rune portals, but obviously enchantments are random. I also want to point out that I only tested 2 different seeds. This is honestly a small sample size with the 20 loads each, but I feel confident that these chances of looting are correct or very close to. And obviously I did not check end cities. I believe that is the only structure that can have looting swords naturally that I haven't checked. But of course, looting books can spawn in structures like desert temples and dungeons. If enough of you guys want me to check these structures, then I might and make a video about it. But I think that's going to do it for me. I hope everyone has a great day. Please subscribe. Check out my Twitch. And I hope you guys check out a different video. And see ya.